is this? Tabletop Island, huh? Let's see what this is all about.
Scooby and the gang must make it out of the haunted mansion, past the abandoned amusement park, and through the cemetery to escape in the mystery machine.
Jeepers!
But watch out for the monsters and ghouls, because if they knock you down,
Jinkies!
that's right, Velma, it will take you back to start. So get ready to be the first, because in Fred's words,
let's split up and look for clues.
welcome to Tabletop Island. I'm Bernardo, your host, and today we're going to be talking about the vintage board game. Hoo-hoo, Scooby-Doo Thrills and Spills. This one came out in 1999. I very much enjoy this game, but let's talk about a couple things. I originally this game was brought to my attention because they said it was like a budget Tornado Rex, and honestly I've been looking for a game anything even similar to it, so I immediately jumped at this opportunity. I ended up getting it sealed, hence why I did an unboxing for it. I was super excited to get that. I got a really solid deal for it. I believe I got it for about $20–$25, so that is a pretty solid deal. You can still get it online used for about $10–$15, even less. I believe I saw one for about $9. So if this seems like the game for you after kind of taking a look at everything, I definitely recommend checking it out. So let's talk a little bit about the gameplay. So you have your two colored pawns at the start position. Now you're using the spinner to move across the board. There are a few cool and kind of unique elements to that spinner. The first is the join the gang symbol. That symbol means you go to the spot on the board that has the whole gang there, which is about the middle of the board, which is a great spot to be in, but it also sets you back because if you're ahead, it moves you backwards. The join the leader. That has that little Scooby symbol, and it moves any of your pawn pieces to join the person who's ahead on the board. Now don't get too confident because there's also a spot that has 3 monsters on it. At that point you take the 3 ghoul cards. There's a ghoul, a clown, and a Frankenstein piece. You shuffle those up, set one aside, you'll come back to that. You first take the top, knock it down, and much like Tornado Rex, he follows the path, and if he knocks down your piece, he goes back to start. Now, after that occurs, or if no one gets knocked down, you're fine. Then they have to guess one of those 3 ghouls. If they guess it right, let's say they say clown, and then you reveal the clown, then you get to move up 7 spots. Yes, that is such a cool element to it. It is a bit of a luck-based thing, but so's the game, because you may get hit by the top a lot, or you may not get hit at all. Now, the other element of the game is the spot on the board too, because there are those monsters on the board. So you can not only just get it by spinning that position, but you can also get it by actually landing on the monsters. Now, this can also be annoying too, because you can also move your guy 7 spots after spinning it on the spinner, and that 7 spots can land on the monster spot, doing it all over again, and I very much enjoy that. Now, there are a couple things to talk about here. Now, comparing it to Tornado Rex, the top isn't nearly as powerful as Tornado Rex, and that is very crucial. In fact, I don't even think a Beyblade is stronger than Tornado Rex. As crazy as that top was designed, blows my mind still to this day. I'm actually looking for some replacement tops for a few games, including this one, to see if maybe something more powerful will make the game a little bit better. Now this top itself isn't terrible, but I do feel like the hinge and kind of that angle, those little angle pieces that level the board at kind of a slant don't really do it justice. I feel like the top itself kind of still spins off the edge. You may need to kind of build little rails on the top or consider something like that for it to be perfect. But it does go down the path, and it goes down really well when it does. I will say that it is still a 50-50 because I have seen it go off the board the same number of times as I have it follow the path. So those rails may actually benefit you in this game. Now the other thing is the top isn't that powerful, and I talked about that initially comparing it to Tornado Rex, and that matters because it doesn't really launch the pieces much like Tornado Rex does, which is kind of the comedic element of that game, and it makes you rather scared of it. This game, it kind of lightly taps them, and it almost feels like it knocks them down by accident. So I will be honest with you, in comparing it to Tornado Rex, it doesn't have that same thrill factor. Especially if you own both, you'll really understand what I mean. But for a cheap alternative, I do think this game does fit that rather well, and if you get a stronger top and maybe consider building those rails for the side of the board, this game might actually work extremely well. But honestly, that's all I have for you guys today. The game is easy to teach, fun for the whole family, and the components look great and it looks amazing on the table. I just have to say that it doesn't give me that same excitement that I have for Tornado Rex, but I am happy to have this in my collection. That is all I have for you guys today. If you are interested in notifications, there is a bell up there somewhere. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I do appreciate any feedback. I'm trying to make these videos more and more outrageous, and with your guys' help, I have been doing so. Monday, regular board game reviews. Wednesday, weekly updates / talks. And then on Fridays, my vintage board game reviews. That is all I have for you guys today. I will see you guys next time.